Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths. And the title of today's video is Why Didn't We Move the 3? Now, in a previous video, I asked why don't we move the 3? And we were looking at how we solved this equation here. And I pointed out that it was a poor idea to separate this fraction into its parts and move each part. It just leads to all sorts of problems. I said that this wasn't an expression, it's a number. It's being added to x, and therefore, in order to move it, we should subtract 2/3 from both sides. This gets rid of this and gives us a solution. Now, I incidentally pointed out that if this thing had looked like this, 2/3 of x, and this is an expression, it has a pronumeral in it, that we would not treat it the same way as this. And that's what the purpose of this video is. So, just to recap, x plus 2/3 equals 0. The solution for that is found by subtracting 2/3 from both sides, and x is equal to -2/3. That is not our concern today. Our concern is what we have here. And I'm going to talk my way through this because there are two ways of dealing with this. One you see here and one you see here. So let's just start with this side. So our expression is 2/3x plus 2 equals 0. The first thing we do is we move this 2. Why? Well, you learn things like BEDMAS and PEMDAS and so forth, the order of operations in mathematics. And that's all very well when it comes to working your way through an equation. So if we were to put a value for x into this, we would indeed do 2/3 times x plus 2. We would do things in that order. But think of it this way. When you build a house, you start at the foundations, you do not start at the roof. You finish at the roof, or somewhere. You don't start at the foundations. Think about this in the same way. When we work our way through this equation to solve for a value of x, we multiply, we divide, then we add. When we're taking this equation apart, we do the opposite. We start with the roof. We unpick the tiles on the roof, and we work our way down to the foundation. So the first thing we're going to do with this is we're going to remove 2 from this side. And we do that by subtracting 2 from both sides to keep things even. And we wind up with 2/3x equals -2. Our next task is to get rid of the 3, or we could do the 2, it doesn't really matter. We'll do the 3. And how we do that is we multiply both sides by 3. The result is that we get 2x minus equals -6x, I beg your pardon. We have the 2 here. The 2 is multiplying the x. How do we get rid of that? We divide by 2, but we divide both sides by 2, and we get x is equal to -6/2, which is equal to -3. That's our answer. And you can see that this is treated very differently to what we saw up the top here. Completely different answer. Completely different reasons. Now, some of you will know that in order to move this fraction from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of an equation, all you have to do is flip it. So you take this, you move it over here, but you flip it. And so 2/3x equals -2 becomes x equals -2 times 3/2. -2 times 3 is -6/2 equals -3. Same answer. Now that is the primary way in which you would deal with this if you were just starting out with algebra. Once you gained a little more confidence, you could do this. And I hope that that has cleared up some of the problems that those of you who are just starting out in algebra encounter when you come to something like this and something like this. They are quite different. They're treated in different ways for all of the reasons that I've stated. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.